Hi, a very good evening to all of you. Today we are going to discuss an academic task one, and this is about the changes in the annual spending by a particular UK school in 1981, 1991, and 2001. So we can see the changes here in 1981 compared to 1991 and 2001. So you can see the picture. When you see the picture, you can see the major share of the school spending went to teacher salary. Here also it is teacher salary. Here also it is teacher salary. The second most area is other worker salaries. Here also it's the same, but here it is on furniture and equipment. The third area here we have is the resources and the furniture equipment. Here we do have resources more and furniture less. Here we have resources less and furniture more. And we have the insurance from 2%, it increased to 3%. And in 2001, it increased to 8%. These are all the things that you can see there. So we have to identify the main features here. First of all, the majority of the salary, a majority of the school spending was on salary. Here. Whether it is other workers or teachers' salary, the majority of the school spending was on salaries. This is one of the main features there. Even in 1981, it's the same. In 1991, it's the same. In 2001, it's the same. You have the same thing, the maximum spending by the school in all these 3 years was on paying its employees the salary, whether it's a teaching staff or non-teaching staff. So this is what we can see, the major thing here. The second major thing, what we can say is there is a decrease in office workers' salary. So it's from 28% to 22%, and it fell to 15% in 2001. The salary of the staff other than the teachers, the other workers' salary reduced from 28% to 22% in 1991. And when it reached 2001, it further reduced to 15%. This is the thing. So we have a decline of share. So that is other workers' salary, a decline. And we have an increase in the share, that is insurance, from 2 to 3 and 3 to 8. We have a big difference here. Even though it remained somewhat insignificant, it remained as somewhat, we have not paid that much for insurance, but you can see a clear increase in its share as the year passes. 1981, between 1981 and 1991, during this 10-year period, we have got 1% increase in the insurance. And from 1991 to 2001, during this 10-year period, we have 5% increase in the share of insurance there. So we can see there is a decrease, that is other workers' salary, there is an increase, and that is insurance, and all other things, whether it is teacher salary, furniture, equipment, and resource books, we can see a fluctuation. You can see a fluctuation as far as this is a movement chart. 1981 to 1991, 1991 to 2001. So of course, this is not a static chart. This is a comparison. So we have changes there. We have increased, we have decreased, and we have fluctuations. This is the area we have fluctuations. Resources, furniture, and teacher salary. So these are clear. It's not increasing. We cannot say it was continuously increasing or continuously decreasing. We can see some clear fluctuations there. So that's it. But when we see the overview, you can say the teacher's salary remained as a strong thing, as a major share of the school's expenditure was allocated for giving out the salary of its teachers. So that, except that, all the other areas have seen significant changes there. Now, let's go ahead with the introduction of this particular chart. The way in which the annual spending by a particular UK school changed in 1991 and 2001 when compared to its own spending in 1981 is depicted in the given pie charts. You can see that the annual spending by a particular UK school, the way in which they changed in 1991, yes, and 2001 when compared to its own spending in 1981 is depicted in the given pie chart. So we can see the changes which happened in 1991 and 2001 when compared to 1981. So this is the data given in, this is the data which is given in the graph, in the pie chart. So we have said, we have introduced 3 pie charts in one sentence. Now, what is the overall summary? That's so what is the story here? Overall, it's clear that except in case of the salary of teachers, there were clear fluctuations in the school spending. So there were clear fluctuations in the school spending, except in the salary of teachers. The salary of teachers here, except in the salary of teachers, we can say clear fluctuation. 2 becomes 8, 28 becomes 15, and you can say 15 becomes 9. 15 becomes 23. So we have very much wide changes there in the other areas other than the teaching, other than the salary of the teaching. Now, let's see the paragraphs. Number 1. As per the charts, the lion's share of the school's expenditure was allocated for remunerating its staff. For remunerating its staff, whether it is other salary or teacher salary, the majority, or the lion's share, went to these things in all the 3 years. Of this, the major share was the teacher's salary. Yes, this was the major share. This accounted for 45% in 2001, which was 10 more than in 1985. Yes, and 5 less than of 1991. Yes. You can see that. The remaining share was spent to distribute salaries to other workers. So we have the major share, the lion's share for giving a remuneration. And from this, the major share went to the teachers, and the remaining share went to distribute salaries to other workers. However, the share of salary fell gradually from 28 in 1981 to 15 in 2001. So though it was other workers' salary which was remaining, you can see a clear decline in the salary share of these office workers or other workers. The next major share of spending went to resources, furniture, and equipment. Resources, furniture, and equipment, other major share. The next major share of spending went to resources, furniture, and equipment. In case of furniture and equipment, the fund allocation fluctuated between 15 and 23%. Between 15 and 23% in case of furniture and equipment. So we can say furniture and equipment 23, 15, 5. So you can say 5 and 23, right? Furniture and equipment. It's not 23 there. It's 5. Whereas in case of resources, the fluctuation was between 9 and 20%. So 9 and 20%, you can see 9 and 20% here, resources and book. This is the highest there. This was the highest there. So you can see some fluctuations in the resources, resources like books and furniture and equipment. These things we have seen a clear fluctuations. We didn't have a clear increasing picture, a clear decreasing picture there. Now there is an exception. The only exception was in case of insurance. When there was an increase of spending share from 2% in 1981 to 8% in 2001. So you can say in 1985 the spending share on insurance was just 2%. It went to 3% after 10 years, and by 2001 it went up to 8%. So this is what you can see in the picture. We have arranged it in a specific order. Hope that you have understood this thing very clearly. Thank you.